Hey everyone, welcome to the Electric Supercar channel. Today we're going to give you an update on each and every single build that we're doing. So we just finished up with Clifford, the big red truck. If you haven't seen that one, I've got a whole playlist linked right up here. With Clifford gone, believe it or not, we still have 5 vehicles we're working on. So I'm going to go through each one and tell you kind of the status of where we are on each vehicle. Each vehicle has a playlist. I will also link those. Also tell me which one is your favorite. I'm really interested to know which one you like best. Let's get to it. I'm going to go in order of the vehicles in which they came to me and which we're working on them. So this is the Nissan 300ZX. This is from 1992. We've been working on this one for a while. So this build might be one of the ones that is closest to being done, but it is one of the more challenging builds. This one, the original plan was to do a large drive unit, so a Tesla large drive unit in the rear. That was going to be about 600 horsepower. In talking with the customer and looking at how things fit, we actually opted to go for dual motors from a Model 3. So we have things done, like we already did the accelerator pedal as well as the brake pedal. So those are all in position, ready to go. We actually did do a display with carbon fiber. The customer wants to do a different display, so we're actually going to do something new here. Or the side mounted controls are still going to be the same. We also have something special for the gear shifter, but that'll be coming in a later episode. So in an earlier episode, we had mounted both the front and rear motor. So this is under the front hood here. This is the front motor from a Tesla Model 3 Performance. As you can see, we've also got the brake booster here. That's all ready to go. Probably can't see too well, but we also have cooling as well as kind of the AC condenser all in place, ready to go. And we have the AC compressor installed as well. So we also have the charge port all complete. So you might be asking, what was the holdup? Why did you stop working on this one? This is actually with a lot of the vehicles we did. We designed the battery boxes for basically all the cars we have. To get the best deal that we could, it took about 2 months to get all the materials to come in. So during that time, we thought, hey, we can sneak in this Clifford build. So we were able to put like 10 or so episodes together for Clifford, got that all done. Now we're back onto the original cars. So what is left with this one? So we're getting the battery box materials in, I think today. So what that means is we're going to actually start building all those battery boxes, loading all the batteries with all those materials. We actually also have the bus bars. We also have all the components like contactors, all those things. So it'll be a lot of kind of assembly, testing. This one is going to have a split pack, meaning we're going to have some batteries go in the front, some go kind of in the back seat. And then we've got to do some more wiring. So to all the motors, the batteries, battery management system. So this one is getting pretty close. For today's sponsor, we have DRIVEYE. This is a 5-channel dash cam. 1 forward facing, 1 rear facing, 2 that are kind of in the front to the sides, and then you've got 1 to watch the back seat. So 1 camera, 2 camera, 3 camera. So basically this one's forward, and these ones will be rotated probably to go in the car, or you can actually go out the side windows. There's 2 more cameras for this one. So it's got your installation here. It's like this is a baby camera, so it's kind of like if it's facing forward or back. I think we're going to use this one as a dog camera. So there it is. We got 5 cameras. So we're going to go ahead and add a camera. Boom. So basically here is the camera. There's John. So we can pause it. We can go to the settings. So loop recording duration is 3 minutes. Key voice, speed control, collision sensing, low. So it's got all the things here. So we'll go ahead and get this installed and show off the images. This would be great if you've got kids in the back seat. For John, we've got the next best thing to kids. We've got dogs. So this is the DRIVEYE D9 4K dash cam. This actually has 5 cameras. 4 of these are 4K cameras. This is one of the first dash cams I've seen that comes with a camera for the rear seats, which is kind of cool. So the back seat one they're calling baby cam. It could also be dog cam. It does come with night vision 2.0. So you can see through darkness just like it's daytime. It does come with 24/7 buffered parking mode. This includes collision detection, a low bitrate mode, as well as time-lapse recording. It also has a circular polarizing lens. This reduces glare and reflections from glass and roads, delivering clear footage with better contrast and detail. It also has voice control like turn on audio or lock video. It does have 5G Wi-Fi and GPS. So if you're in the market for a dash cam, this is a great option. I'll leave a link in the video description below. Then we have our Jeep. Who could forget the Jeep? So this is a 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee. So this one we also have our charge port all complete. This one we have our accelerated pedal. We actually also have our brake pedal kind of. We just don't have the pedal part we need to weld on, but this is the brake that's been mounted. We also are doing a custom display here. Those are some of the pieces we've got printed just to kind of test out. We're also looking at integrating the air conditioning unit.
And over here we've got our motor that is all installed. We still need some drive drive shafts though.
So in the front here, we do have our electronic brake booster. So that one's all ready to go. Over here, we've got our AC unit. That's also ready. This one, we've got a electric power steering pump, and we've got lines just feeding the original power steering rack, and there's our motor. So what we need for this one is we need drive shafts. The battery box for this one, it's also going to be split, meaning the majority is going to come up here in the front. We have some going in the back, and this one's getting a 100 kilowatt hour pack. So for this one, we need to salvage some batteries. We already have a vehicle picked out that we're going to salvage those batteries from. We also have already purchased a unique battery box solution, so I'm excited to show you that one. That one's going to be in some episodes to come. Then we also have our Back to the Future truck. This is a 1987 Toyota Hilux pickup truck.
So this one we also have our motor mounted.
Can't be too safe. You got to lock this. You don't want anybody stealing your electrons. We got our charge port done.
This one we also have our brake and accelerator pedal complete.
So we've got our electronic brake booster, our AC system, and we still need to mount as a hydroelectric power steering. So again, it's going to go for the original rack. We had it mounted there, but we needed this space for batteries. So we've got a support member here that we're building for our battery box. So most of the batteries are going to go here. Again, this is going to be a split pack. The other part of the pack is going to go under the bed of the truck. So you're probably noticing a theme here. All these are kind of to a specific point, and we're just kind of waiting for those battery packs. So like the other cars, this one we've got the material coming, bus bars, all those things are already ready to go. We just need to kind of assemble them, get things wired. So that means this one's about ready to go too. If you remember from both the Toyota as well as the Jeep, we did gear swapping. We also did a limited slip differential, so both these will have kind of four-wheel drive options. We also have our Porsche. This is a 1977 Porsche 911 Targa. So I don't want to do too much on the spoilers, but we did get some suspension and things. We're in the process of mounting some new fender flares, but we're gonna have separate episodes coming to address each of those. We also have done a ton of wiring, meaning this one was stripped all the way down to nothing, including no wires. So we're creating our own wiring. We're gonna have new taillights, new headlights, a lot of things. So this one's gonna be a fun one. I don't wanna kind of spoil too much. So this one we have been able to work on. It was not as far along as some of the others, but we decided to kind of just give you pure Clifford for a while. Now we're gonna catch up on all these other ones. You guessed it. Like the other vehicles, this one needed batteries. So this one's also gonna have a split pack. Some of the batteries are gonna come up front, some are actually gonna go in the back. This one though, we're gonna actually probably improve on the original weight distribution. So this one will be a little closer to 50-50. But again, we've got those materials that should be coming in today, and that's really exciting to get so many of these vehicles that are gonna be ready to go. So you're probably saying, I thought you said you had 5 vehicles you're working on. We do. I've not really shared that one with YouTube. So those at Patreon know all about this one. All right, so we're calling it the movie car. This is from a movie, and it is insane. I can't wait to show you guys. So this was from a movie. This is the actual car that was used in a movie, and it's, I think, one of one, or maybe they made 2. There was this one that was in the movie, and they also made a stunt car that was in the movie. But this is pretty incredible, and I think you guys are going to love it. So we do have a lot of work to do. This one had been sitting for about 37 years. So put a battery in it, nothing worked, and we've got a lot of things we would like to work, including the flamethrowers. So we have started on this. We've got a couple of the original things working. But yeah, the dash is insane, and how to get into the vehicle is insane. So I asked a while ago, and you guys said, hey, 5's enough. We probably don't need to introduce another vehicle. So we've been working on this one. We've got some video footage, but we're not going to share it with you just yet. If you're on Patreon though, you have seen that. So if you're interested in joining and seeing some additional footage, I'll leave a link in my video description to join Patreon. The plan is with this vehicle is to do a large performance drive unit in the rear with about a 30 to 40 kilowatt hour pack. So you might be saying like, geez, 5 cars, how can you work on all those? I do have some people that have been helping me. You've seen some of them. Let me introduce you to them again, as well as some new faces. So I'll go from some of the people that you've already seen. This is in order at which they've started helping me. So we've got Braden the intern. Braden is a student at a local university, so he's part-time. He helps out in a lot of ways. One of his key strengths is 3D printing. He also helps a lot with CAD and design. You also remember John. So John has been here about a year. No, not quite that long, since December. So maybe 9 months. So John's been here for about 9 months. He's got a great background. He's great with fabrication. He's been in a lot of different automotive shops, so he kind of knows his way around all the vehicles, all the parts. He also has an EV background where he worked with a company that developed lots of EV components. So again, great addition to our team. Some of the people you maybe haven't seen yet, we've got Russ. Russ and John used to work at the same company, but Russ has also got just tons and tons of experience with automotive. He and his son, Tony, have been helping out. They've done a lot of help with wiring, troubleshooting of wiring. Beyond that, we've got a few other people that have kind of helped out from time to time. I also have my CAD minions. So a lot of my designs that I need help with, I'll actually send out. I've got lots of different people that help me with CAD. That can obviously be done remote. So I've got a lot of people that help with CAD, whether that's battery box designs, pedal brackets, motor mounts, all those sorts of things, they help out a ton. So you might be saying, man, that is a lot of cars and a lot of people for this kind of small shop. What that means is I'm actually going to be getting a new shop. That'll be in an episode to come, but I've already signed a lease for a new space. So that's exciting. That'll be coming in the future too. Thank you so much for following along. We've got a lot of great content coming for you. That's going to be a new chapter. So more people working on builds, a new shop. This is going to be great. Also, if you'd like your vehicle electrified by our shop, by some of these great people, send me an email, electricsupercar@gmail.com. We'd love to work on your car. That's going to do it for this time. See you next time.